Hello super friends and welcome to DCTV Talk. This is the show where we talk all things Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow and Black Lightning. And in today's video we're going to be talking about how all of the shows in the DCTV universe / Arrowverse have all been renewed for their next seasons. This is all very exciting news, so let's get into it. So while we had previous reports suggesting that a couple of the DCTV shows have been renewed for their next seasons, we hadn't had concrete information from the CW telling us that they were in fact true, but now we do have official information released from the CW themselves confirming that all of the DCTV shows, that include Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow and Black Lightning, have all been renewed for their next seasons. So what I want to do in this video is go through all of them one by one and just sort of give you the details for them. So I'll start off with Supergirl, which has now been renewed for Season 4, which is very good. Supergirl was actually one I was starting to get a little bit worried about because of the huge delay that it had. And I thought maybe if it's not getting a Season 4, maybe they're using this extra time to perhaps rewrite the back half of the season so they can actually end it. But it was, which I found a little bit suspicious considering how the ratings for Supergirl have always been pretty good. I think it's the second highest rated, just under The Flash. So I always thought it was a bit strange, but I did have my suspicions and I was a bit scared that perhaps Supergirl wasn't going to make it to Season 4. But we now do know that it is getting a Season 4 and I'm very excited about it. I think Supergirl has been very strong in Season 3. It's easily been its strongest season. I don't think it's been amazing, but it has still been pretty great on the whole. I have enjoyed Supergirl a lot this season, so I'm very excited to see where Season 3 goes and where Season 4 is going to take us in the future. Then we got The Flash, which has now been confirmed for Season 5, and this is awesome. I mean, The Flash is the most popular of all the DC TV shows. This one was kind of obvious. Also, this was one that we kind of knew was happening anyway, based on a news report that came out a couple of weeks ago. We kind of knew that Flash Season 5 was happening, but now we know officially, and yeah, this doesn't really come as a surprise to me. I think The Flash was the most obvious one. The Flash is the most safe of all of them, just because it's the most popular, and it's the, it's the highest in quality most of the time, it seems to be. Maybe Season 4, maybe not, but Season 4's okay. But I'm very excited about Season 5 just to see where they go after DeVoe, because DeVoe has obviously been a very different villain and a very different threat to what we've had before, so I want to see kind of which direction they go. Will they go back to speedsters, or will they go something a bit different? Will we go for the rogues? I don't know. And also, one thing that's important to note is if we get a Flash Season 5, which we are, that means that we will be experiencing the 100th episode of The Flash come episode 8 of Season 5. That will be the 100th episode of The Flash, which obviously we got that in Arrow Season 5, and that was a very fantastic commemorative episode of Arrow. And hopefully we get a similar thing with The Flash, where they bring back all the characters. Like maybe we'll get Eddie Thawne, we'll get Ronnie Raymond. It'd be awesome to get these characters who have now died come back onto the show. Just for one episode like they did with Arrow. So I think Flash, it was the most obvious, it was the most safe, but we all love Flash, so it's great to have it back for Season 5. Then we also got confirmation that Legends of Tomorrow will be getting its Season 4, and I am so happy about this. Legends of Tomorrow is maybe my favourite DC TV show at the moment. In fact, well, it is my favourite at the moment, and it might even be edging Arrow as being my favourite DC TV show. I think Legends of Tomorrow just knows exactly what it is, and it's so much fun. And Season 3 has been phenomenal. Obviously, we have got the finale for Season 3 next week, which is very sad that it's ending, but, you know, it's been such an amazing season. And I've really loved it, and I'm really glad we're getting a Season 4. I actually made a prediction around this time last year, where I said I believed Season 3 was going to be the final season of Legends, but I think it's because Legends has really had a boost in viewers this season that it's really kind of pushed it over to Season 4, and especially because Legends just has so much fun, and everyone loves it, and it's just, you know, everyone who watches it just always finds it so entertaining. I know it's the one I look forward to the most every week, that I just think, you know, the CW wanted to keep it on. And it is a quite expensive show as well, so it's actually going to be costing them quite a bit. But, you know, I think it's fantastic, and we do know a couple of things going into Season 4. We know that Constantine's going to be a series regular. It was also confirmed today that Jess McCallan, who plays Ava Sharp, is also going to be a series regular, which was a prediction of mine. So I got that right. But I'm very happy about this. Like I said, Legends of Tomorrow is one of the best TV shows that I watch at the moment. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love it to the moon and back, and I'm so happy we're getting Season 4. Cannot wait for it. It's my most anticipated show of next season already. And then we also got it confirmed that Arrow will be getting Season 7. Now again, we kind of knew this already, like Flash, we kind of knew that Arrow was getting it. And Arrow was the interesting one. Arrow was the real dangerous one. Like, you know, Arrow is the one that started it all. It's the one that's been going for the longest, but it's also the one with the lowest ratings, like dangerously low ratings, where, you know, we were kind of thinking, I mean, Arrow might be at risk here. But luckily, it has been scooped up for one more season, and I still do have the theory that Arrow Season 7 will be its final season. I feel it could be right to end Arrow now, especially with this season. But I think a big problem with Arrow has to be the time slot. You know, they've moved it from that Wednesday 9 o'clock slot, on the Wednesday 8 o'clock slot, sorry, to a Thursday 9 o'clock slot, where it was replaced by Riverdale. And I think that was a really bad decision. This is just hurting the show badly. You know, and it's quite obvious, you know, when you look at, you know, when you look at Arrow in the early days before, like, the back half of Season 5, like, early Season 5, and then previous to that, Arrow was doing quite well in the ratings. And yes, Season 4 was a big factor for the drop in ratings, because obviously many people left the show after Season 4, but it was still doing pretty decently. But this new time slot for Arrow is really affecting it, and I think what the CW need to do is, if they're going to do Arrow and they want to actually get good ratings again, you have to swap it back around with Riverdale, because Riverdale, although yes, Riverdale is extremely popular, one thing they don't seem to realise is that Riverdale is a global show, and especially like here in the UK, Riverdale is a Netflix exclusive, so, you know, they're going to get the ratings either way. So I just kind of think that it's unfair to put Arrow in this time slot, and it may seem selfish to me, kind of, you know, to say put Arrow above Riverdale, but especially because, I mean, obviously, I love Riverdale, but I really don't like Season 2 at the moment, so I'm kind of anti-Riverdale at the moment. But you know what I mean, I just think Arrow, it really needs to sort itself out, especially if Season 7 is going to be the final season. I really want it to go out with a bang, because it is my favourite TV show of all time. So I just need it to go out with a bang, and I think the only way to do that is to make sure you fix that time slot for Arrow, and hopefully get the ratings it deserves. But I'm so happy with getting a Season 7, of course. It is my favourite TV show. I secretly never deep down ever want this show to die, but I fear that the end is nigh. And interestingly, we also got the renewal for Black Lightning. Black Lightning is also getting a Season 2. This is fantastic news. Obviously, Black Lightning has been extremely successful in its first season, and to be renewed this early, I didn't expect it to be renewed this early, but I guess it's because they were doing all of them, really. The only, like, CW show that hasn't been renewed is iZombie, and that's because it's in its very early stage. But, you know, I think Black Lightning has really been fantastic. You know, I'm about to go watch the latest episode after I finish recording this video. I love Black Lightning. It's so unique, it's so different, it's genuinely fantastic in terms of quality. I think it's easily probably the best CW show, maybe rivaling iZombie as being the best. I think that it is honestly phenomenal, and I love the characters, I love the tone, I love the music, I love the vibe. It's a really great show, and I'm glad we're getting a Season 2, because I can't wait to see where the show goes and develops and grows as time goes on, because like I said, I am loving Black Lightning right now. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm very excited for Season 2, and I'm very glad it did get renewed. Definitely earlier than I expected, but that's definitely not a bad thing. So what do you guys think about all these shows getting renewed? I mean, of course, if you're watching this video and you're a fan of DCTV, of course you're going to be happy about this. But let me know if you're surprised by any of them. Do you think any of them perhaps didn't deserve to be renewed, or you didn't think any of them would? Like I said, I thought Arrow was in troubled water. I also, you know, I thought maybe Supergirl was in a bit of trouble, but you know, both of them were fine, and all the DCTV shows are getting renewed. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, it'll help me out a lot, and share this video with anyone and everyone you know who loves DCTV and get them to join the community. And as always guys, please subscribe for all of your latest content on Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow and Black Lightning. And with all that said guys, I hope to see you again in my next video.